Let's talk about copper, the metal you use every day without realizing it. It's inside your phone, your car, your home's wiring, basically everywhere. Copper is the backbone of our electrical grid and the reason your lights, internet, and electric car work. It's an incredible conductor of electricity, second only to silver but much more affordable. Durable, corrosion-resistant, and endlessly recyclable, copper is the workhorse of modern life. But before it becomes wire or pipe, copper starts deep underground, mixed in with tons of rock as ore. Extracting it is a monumental, dirty job involving massive machines and controlled explosions. The journey from ore to pure copper is a story of transformation, brute force, clever chemistry, and extreme heat. We're about to follow copper's path from the earth to the products that power our world. Grab your hard hat. Let's see how this essential metal is made. It's a process as fascinating as it is filthy. It all starts with a hunt. Geologists searching for copper-rich ore, often buried deep underground. These experts use a combination of science, intuition, and experience to read the landscape, analyzing rock samples and studying geological maps. Sometimes they spend weeks or even months in remote locations braving harsh weather and rugged terrain, all in pursuit of the elusive red metal. Once a promising deposit is found, the real work begins. The overburden, layers of dirt and rock that cover the ore, must be removed. This is no small task. Giant excavators and dump trucks work around the clock, moving thousands of tons of earth each day to expose the valuable copper beneath. The real challenge is breaking up the solid rock, which requires drilling deep holes and filling them with explosives. Teams of skilled workers operate powerful drilling rigs, boring precise patterns into the earth. Each hole is carefully measured and placed to ensure the blast will be both safe and effective. Blasts are carefully timed, fracturing the rock into manageable chunks. The ground shakes, dust clouds rise, and in seconds, what was once solid stone is transformed into rubble ready for extraction. When the dust settles, massive excavators move in. With powerful hydraulic arms, they scoop up the broken ore and load it into enormous mining trucks, each one designed to carry staggering amounts of material. Each truck hauls up to 400 tons of rock, yet it takes 200 tons of ore to make just 1 ton of copper. The scale of the operation is immense, and every load counts. These trucks slowly haul the ore to the processing plant, rumbling along winding roads carved into the earth. The journey is long and demanding, but it's a crucial step in the copper-making process. It's a powerful display of engineering and raw force. The coordination between machines and people is a testament to human ingenuity, as every movement is planned for maximum efficiency. The journey from rock to copper has only just begun. At the processing plant, the ore will undergo a series of complex steps to extract the metal from the stone. Every step is about moving mountains, literally. The sheer volume of material handled each day is staggering, and the process never truly stops. The next phase, turning that shattered rock into something valuable, requires even more precision. Conveyor belts carry the ore through a maze of crushers and grinders, breaking it down further for extraction. Let's see how miners get the most out of every load. The transformation continues as science and skill turn raw rock into one of the world's most essential metals. Not all copper mines are the same. The mining method depends on how deep the copper is buried beneath the Earth's surface. The geology of each site, the shape of the ore body, and even the surrounding environment all play a role in deciding how miners will reach the valuable metal. Over the years, mining engineers have developed 2 main approaches, each with its own set of challenges and rewards. If the ore is near the surface, miners use open-pit mining, carving out massive, terraced craters that can stretch for miles. These open pits are created layer by layer, with each step carefully planned to maximize copper extraction while keeping the operation safe and efficient. Giant trucks and excavators move in a carefully choreographed dance, hauling ore up winding roads that spiral around the pit. The scale of these machines is staggering. Some trucks are as tall as a 2-story house and can carry hundreds of tons in a single load. These pits are so big they're visible from space, a testament to human ingenuity and the sheer determination to extract resources from the earth. The transformation of the landscape is dramatic, leaving behind a mark that can last for generations. But when copper is buried deep, miners go underground, digging vertical shafts and horizontal tunnels that snake through solid rock. This method is used when the ore lies far below the surface, making open-pit mining impossible or impractical. Underground mining is tougher and riskier, with confined spaces, darkness, and constant safety challenges. Miners must be vigilant at all times, relying on advanced safety equipment and teamwork to navigate the maze of tunnels. Smaller machines work in these tunnels, loading ore into skips that are hoisted to the surface. Every load is a result of careful planning and hard labor, as space is tight and conditions are demanding. Whether open pit or underground, the goal is the same: get copper-rich rock out and ready for processing. The journey from raw ore to refined copper begins here, with every chunk of rock representing hours of effort and expertise. It's a dirty, difficult first step in a long journey. The work is physically demanding and the environment is harsh, but the reward is the promise of valuable copper that powers our modern world. Every ton of ore is hard-won. Each load represents teamwork, perseverance, and the relentless drive to uncover what lies beneath the surface. The next challenge: separating copper from the rock. This is where science and technology take center stage, transforming raw material into something useful. The real magic happens at the processing plant, where powerful machines and skilled workers turn ore into pure copper. It's a place where chemistry, engineering, and innovation come together. Let's see how they do it. The next steps are crucial, as the ore is transformed from rough rock to a refined metal that will eventually find its way into everything from electronics to construction. The transformation is just getting started. Each stage brings the copper closer to its final form, ready to power the world. From here, it's all about chemistry and precision. The journey from ore to pure copper is a story of science, skill, and determination. Once the ore arrives at the processing plant, the real transformation begins. The goal is to separate valuable copper from the waste rock that surrounds it, a process that's both complex and fascinating. First, the ore is fed into enormous rotating mills, where it's crushed and ground down by heavy steel balls. These mills are so powerful they can turn massive boulders into a fine sand-like powder in just minutes. This grinding process is crucial. It frees up the tiny copper particles trapped inside the rock, making them accessible for the next stage of extraction. Next comes flotation, a clever chemical process that revolutionized copper mining in the 20th century and is still used today. The ground ore is mixed with water and a carefully selected blend of chemicals in huge tanks, creating a thick slurry. Special collector chemicals attach to the copper particles, making them water repellent, while frothers help create a layer of bubbles on the surface. Air is pumped through the slurry, and as bubbles rise, the copper particles cling to them, floating to the surface as a frothy layer. Meanwhile, the waste rock sinks to the bottom. Mechanical paddles skim off the copper-rich foam, separating it from the rest. What's left is a thick, muddy copper concentrate, now about 30% pure copper, a huge improvement from the original ore. This concentrate is then filtered to remove excess water, making it ready for the next stage of refining. The difference is dramatic. Raw ore contains just a fraction of copper, while the concentrate is rich and ready for further purification. The entire process is noisy, messy, and uses a lot of energy, but it's absolutely essential for producing the copper we rely on every day. Here, chemistry and engineering work side by side, with teams of experts constantly monitoring and adjusting the process for maximum efficiency. With the concentrate ready, it's time to turn up the heat and move on to the next phase, smelting. In the next chapter, we'll see how copper gets even purer, transforming from concentrate to nearly pure metal. The copper concentrate is richer, but not pure enough. It heads to the smelter, where it's mixed with flux and melted at over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Impurities form a lighter slag that floats to the top and is removed. The heavier molten copper, now about 60% pure, sinks to the bottom as matte. The matte is transferred to a converter furnace, where air or oxygen burns off more impurities. Sulfur is turned into sulfur dioxide gas, often captured for making sulfuric acid. The copper's purity jumps to about 99%, now called blister copper. Blister copper is cast into thick plates called anodes. These anodes are nearly pure, but not quite perfect. For electronics, we need even higher purity. The final refining step is up next. Let's see how copper becomes flawless. The journey isn't over yet. Not all copper ore is the same. Some is oxide ore found closer to the surface. Instead of smelting, oxide ore is processed using hydrometallurgy, liquid chemistry, and electricity. Chunks of ore are stacked in huge heaps and sprayed with dilute sulfuric acid. The acid dissolves copper, creating a copper-rich solution collected at the base. This solution goes through solvent extraction, where copper ions are separated from impurities. The copper-loaded solution is then sent to electrowinning tanks. Electric current plates pure copper onto stainless steel cathodes. In about a week, thick plates of 99.99% pure copper are ready. No smelting required. It's a slower, gentler process but just as effective. Two different paths, one goal, pure copper. Both routes are vital to meeting global demand. Now let's see how copper gets its final polish. For blister copper anodes, 99% purity isn't enough for high-tech uses. Enter electrorefining, the final cleaning step. Anodes and thin starter cathodes are loaded into tanks filled with copper sulfate solution. Electric current dissolves copper from the anode and plates it onto the cathode, atom by atom. Impurities like gold and silver fall off as valuable sludge, later recovered. After 2 weeks, the starter cathodes have grown into thick plates of 99.99% pure copper. This is grade A copper, ready for the most demanding electrical jobs. The process is precise, clean, and essential for modern technology. From rock to nearly perfect metal, copper's journey is almost complete. Now it's time to shape it for the real world. Ultra-pure copper plates aren't useful until they're shaped for industry. The plates are melted in a furnace and cast into long, solid bars. These bars are rolled and stretched into thin rods, just thicker than a pencil. The process is continuous, fast, and automated. Precision is key. The rods are cooled, coiled, and compressed for shipping. These coils are sent to wire manufacturers worldwide. There, rods are drawn even thinner to make wires for every application imaginable. From power lines to phone chargers, copper is everywhere. The transformation from raw ore to finished product is complete. Copper is ready to power the world. That's the journey of copper, from hidden ore to the wires and pipes that power our lives. It starts with explosions and giant machines, and ends with pure metal ready for anything. Two different paths, smelting for sulfides, leaching for oxides, both lead to the same result, nearly perfect copper. Every step, from mining to refining, is a feat of engineering and chemistry. The result? A metal that quietly keeps our world running. Next time you flip a switch or charge your phone, remember the incredible journey behind it. Copper is the hidden hero of modern life. It connects us, powers us, and keeps everything moving. All thanks to a process that starts with a mountain of rock and a lot of hard work. The story of copper is the story of our connected world, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon.